Hello there, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on this Matchbox Super Kings K36B, but we're also going to be adding this beautiful Matchbox Super Kings K24A Lamborghini Miura to the mix. So first, construction transporter K36. You don't get the letter there, but it's A. Let me show you. If you're into Matchbox and you like to nerd out about information, I recommend this book. I think I got it on Amazon. I'll leave you a link if I could find it. So in the back of the book, this is what I really like. You get this information here. You see you got the K36A from 1972, which is something else, Bandolero. And then you have the K36B, 1978, different year. Now here it lists all the variations. In this case it doesn't matter because I only have the truck. This thing was supposed to come with two other machines here. Let me see. The MB26C site dumper and I can't read, MB29C tractor shovel. I can't see through the screen. I'm going blind. Now we have this Lamborghini Miura. It's supposed to be red. If you check the book here, K24A, K24B in 1976, the Miura 1969. It was actually sold between 69 and 75, and you can see all the variations, but basically there's a blue body with the yellow trunk. This part that opens is blue. There's one with the yellow base, but the biggest difference for this is 69 and 70, it had a steering system. Look, 1971 they eliminated that. The base here is different. I'll put a picture so you can see it. Also, this one, it says 1969. The new one says 1970. And you can see that it's different in the front. And the other difference is mine does not have a tow hook, which is perfect. The newer one, it has basically, they eliminated the license plate and it has a hole, and that's where the tow hook sticks out. These are called silver, let me see if you can see it, silver plastic mag wheels, because the other variation from the first year had silver plastic wheels, black plastic tires. So basically it's the disc that you've seen on previous videos with no design. So these are mag wheels. You can see it has a design there. It's not rubber, it's hard plastic. So if I want to remove them, I basically have to put the car in hot water to be able to remove it. But this is the cool thing about having the book. You could read, at least I like to read all these different craziness. You see all the variations. And another big difference is 1971 forward. The wheels, they look very similar to the super fast wheel, comparing to the smaller 1/64 scale cars. So basically, this is supposed to be like one of the most expensive variations. Clear windows, 71 and forward. Later, it had like an amber, similar to this window. Here, you can see we can open the back. And this here, I wish it would have been transparent, but it's black. You can see we just pop that out. This gets lost on a lot of cars, so this car is complete. You can see the headlights are part of the base. And let me put a picture up of the difference and show you the one with the yellow base, which is, of course, is a later model. So I said I'll leave a link to the book. So here, okay, I'm almost 7 minutes in, but it is what it is. Here's the plan. The plan is like the one I did before, the K6 Team Honda. Originally it was blue. I have a video on this if you want to check it out. So originally that was called Team Honda, but it used to carry a motorcycle. I'm gonna make this Team Lambo, and this is the Miura number 33 Matchbox Leslie 1/64 scale. Look at the difference. So later on, I don't see a year here, and I did not look this one up to see what year they made it, but later on Matchbox did do another Miura. You can see this one has the clear windows. You can see the engine. By the way, this was one of the first cars to have a V12 engine rear mounted sideways. Yeah, first supercar. If you didn't know, first car known as a supercar is the Lamborghini Miura. Now this one opens the door. On the real car, 1-to-1, this part here opens with the door. So when you open the doors, both doors, you look like this, it'll have that piece sticking out. So it kind of looks like the horns of the bull, which is also the first car that the name is related to somewhat of a bull. It's actually the name of a friend of Lamborghini from Spain that used to have, I believe, a farm with bulls, and his last name was Miura. From that point on, every Lamborghini has a somewhat of a name related to a bull. So I show you the K6. I also have a K11. So this part here is the biggest difference. I thought about restoring this one, but most likely it's gonna end up a custom. I'm gonna eliminate all this, make it similar to this, but I'm thinking about making another team. Let me know in the comments, what team would you prefer? And it's not gonna go with this because I'm already doing a Team Lambo, but I'm thinking Team Toyota, maybe. All right, let's get this out of here. All right, so the first thing I wanted to do was I want to create something that holds the car and the car would not slide off. That's one of the first things that I wanted to do. So using polystyrene, this is the first thing I did. I cut these things and That's the idea. It'll slide in through there, hold the car like this, all four of them. But when I made the second one, I noticed that it's too thick. So you can see I don't have space on this other side to do another one. So I had to do with a smaller, a thinner sheet of polystyrene. Therefore, I had to use these as a reinforcement. Has a step here because of this. Check it out. It's kind of tight, but there you go. Goes in like this. I have an assorted bag of this is a rod, these are tubes. Boom. Check it out. See? Now the car, it's not moving. The first one, I created this one, thinking to maybe keep the original paint, right? And put the car here, but then I noticed that the car was not covering the whole thing, and I had to extend it back here for the back stud. So this one got scratched away. I had to go with this one, and basically that's the reason why I had to open it to be able to do this perfect alignment. I had to glue it from the bottom. You can see I fitted this piece of sheet within this border here. It turned out pretty nice. I don't know what color I'm gonna paint that yet, but here it is. I used the 1/16 drill bit, then I jumped up. I like to do that in steps. 1/16, then I used a number 50 drill bit, and it's just slightly bigger. And then I used the 256 tab with these three 256 button head screws. I'll have link to everything. Check it out. I have two trucks there, two Jada trucks for the wheels. I don't remember if the K36 was similar to this. I know the front is similar, but I think the K36 had the steering wheel on the other side. I'm not sure. I know the K6 has a steering wheel on the other side, but I don't remember about the K36. Good thing is the windshield does not have a rivet, so it comes out pretty easy. So apparently the K2, it's something similar, because you see the number K6 36 K2. Luckily we have the book here, and I can check. Let me see. Let me see. So this was issued, where's the date? 1974. So it was probably later. Look. KD2D, car recovery vehicle, issued in 1977. There's others, but most likely because the number is after 36 means it was a later year. So it's had to be this one, the K2D. Let me look through the pictures so I can find it. All right, check it out. It does not look anything like it. Let me see if I can fit the book here. That's the K6, just in case you were wondering. One of the variations. Look, K2D11. So maybe the back part, the bed was the same, because this other one, the K2C3, you can see that's different, and the B1 is different. So maybe the back part, they used the same mold, they just cut it in half and to come up with that other one. So here I have a 256 in the front, because the hole for the rivet was a lot larger, and the 172 screws, they fit right through. Now here in the back we had really small posts, so I used 172 button head screw. Which is something that you must have in your tools if you're into customizing or restoring cars. Check it out. Look at the steering mechanism. So this little piece here is basically a spring that brings back the whole thing to center. With the headlights and the back suspension. It doesn't have a lot, but this is metal. This is very cool. Check this thing out. It's a separate metal part, and it had a rivet here. Check this out. See that? So now when I did the thread, the screw also holds this part. There's the interior. We're just gonna wash that. Here is the window. I already drilled it and cleaned around that rivet to be able to remove it. When I finished painting it, I just put a little piece, a little amount of glue there. And you can see I might try to separate this, or maybe not. I don't know. I do have to remove that engine. Let me see if I could do it with this without having to drill. No. So I'm gonna have to use a drill to remove that. I'm gonna remove the paint and I'll be back. All right, fellas, next day. You see the Miura here is ready to go with the jig here, preventing it from turning. Should be able to set this inside the oven like this. It should not flip over. That's ready for the base coat. I'm gonna be using the metal cast. Here is the engine. Dipped it in the lime away. drilled it and tapped it. That's ready to go. Here is the front grill. I also cleaned it up with the lime away. Did the same thing here with the base. Just stripped the whole thing. If you're wondering, I'm keeping the same wheels as these rims look very, very similar to the real thing. Here is the K36, and I still have a lot of work to do on it. Check it out. You see it's still wet. It took me, I want to say, over 45 minutes to take away all this metal. See that here? The plan is to use these wheels, which I got from this cab over Optimus Prime here. I've also had to clean up the edges, but I might still have to do something else. You can see it rolls, but it's kind of rubbing, and there's nothing else we could do here except cutting this groove here a little bit deeper. That way the wheel sits a little bit lower. But I don't know about that one yet. I'll have to finish this other side here and test it out to see how it rolls. I mean, nobody's gonna play with this. So if it does roll like this, and it doesn't have any problems, then I'll just leave it like that. Suspension works perfect here in the front, mainly because this whole tire fits inside. But that's gonna be it for this video. It's gonna be a long one. I have to eliminate the suspension piece to make my life easier. Still don't know what color. Leave me a comment if you have any suggestions on the K36 and the Miura. You see, I still have to clean up all this area. That's gonna take a long time. So thank you for watching. Hope you like this part 1, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.